Once again, I welcome you all in the virtual class of Advanced Marketing Management. Today, we are going to discuss about advertising budget, factors affecting to decide advertising budget, and the various methods to decide advertising budget. Starting with the introduction, advertising budget is the amount of money allocated by a firm for its advertising campaigns for a specific period of time. Now, in general word, budget means it is a statement which is estimating the total income and total expenditure that a company is going to occur in the future course of time. Generally, the duration of budget is for 1 year and various types and kinds of budgets are prepaid. Say for example, advertising budget, sales budget, then production budget, human resource budget. So various types of budgets are prepared. But in marketing, advertising budget is more popular. Now it is strongly believed by most marketer that advertising creates demand, and that is why marketer considered it as an investment, not as an expenditure. It is rightly said that advertisement is not an expenditure, it is an investment. Now, why is it so? Just because when a marketer is advertising their product on television or any other media, at that time it creates awareness in the minds of public, and as a result the demand increases. As the demand increases, sales will rise and profit will rise. So whatever expenditure marketer has done for advertisement is not considered as a expenditure, but it is a investment which will give you more sales and more profit. That is why every marketer is willingly ready to spare certain part of their profit to be spent on advertising. So at the end of a year, whatever profit marketer have earned, they are willingly ready to spare some part of the profit for advertising budget. Now the process of deciding the amount to be spent on advertising is what we know as advertising budgeting. So budgeting is, in simple words, is nothing but it is a process to decide that how much money to be spent on advertisement. Now a company carries out advertisement on various medias like television, newspaper, hoardings, radios. So a company is carrying out advertisement on all these media simultaneously. Say for example, if Nirma company is there, so Nirma company is advertising their detergent powder and bathing soap in television, newspaper and hoarding. So everywhere they are advertising their product. Now it is very much necessary for a marketer to decide that exactly what amount of money should be spent on advertisement. If company spend more money on advertisement, then it will eat up the profit, and if company spend less budget on advertisement, then customer, or you can say the general public, will not get the exact idea about what benefit your product is going to give to them. So the advertising budget should not be too much high, which will eat up the profit, and it should not be too much less, which will be a limitation for a company just because public will not get the exact benefit of your product. Now, with the help of research and measuring the effectiveness of advertising, it may be possible for an advertiser to judge what budget should be allotted for advertising. In order to decide precise amount of advertising budget, following factors needs to be considered. So there are some factors that each and every advertiser needs to consider before to finalize the advertising budget. So there are total 5 factors. First, stage in product life cycle. Second, market share and consumer base. Third, the intensity of competition. Fourth, advertising frequency. And last, product substitutability. Now we will discuss all these 5 factors one by one. The first factor affecting advertising budget, that is stage in product life cycle. Now product life cycle simply means a product is passing through various stages during its life, starting from introduction stage, growth stage, maturity stage, saturation stage, and last decline. So product life cycle is the complete journey that every product pass through. Now new product typically require large advertising budget as their awareness in market is relatively lesser. So whenever a product is introduced in a market, when a product is new in a market, very less people are there who are knowing about the product. So during the introduction and growth stage, high budget is spent to increase the awareness about the product in the market. So during introduction and growth stage, when a product is new in the market, very less people are there who are knowing about your product. Here the objective of marketer is to increase the awareness in the public about the product that they are offering. So here high budget or means more amount of money should be spent during introduction and growth stage for advertising budget. Now in the maturity stage, product normally have an established brand image and market share. Here marketer want to earn more profit, so he will try to keep less budget for advertising. So in the maturity stage, when the sales of a company is high, at this stage, company have already established their brand name in the market, and now marketer is in no need to set high budget for advertisement. So during maturity stage, average or you can say moderate advertising budget is spent. The second factor affecting advertising budget decision, that is market share and consumer base. Usually product with high market share requires less advertising expenditure as a percentage of sales to maintain the share. And product having a large consumer base usually are well known in market and enjoy good brand equity. As against this marketer for a product which has a small market share for consumer base would have to spend large advertising budget to make up for the small market share and to stand the other large competitor in the market. So the second factor, that is market share and consumer base. Now market share simply means out of total customer available in the market, how many customers are buying your product. Say for example, if 100 customers are there in a market, let us take a hypothetical example. If total 100 customers are there in a market and out of this 40 customers are buying your product, so you can say that you have captured 40% of market share. In simple words, 40% customer in a market is buying your product and rest of the 60% customers are buying your competitors product. Now, as a marketer, you have first of all you have to decide that what is your market share. If your market share is high, means you have captured the maximum market share. Say for example, Colgate. So Colgate have captured the maximum market share in a market. Say for example 60%. So out of 100, 60 customers are using Colgate. So in that case, Colgate is at the maturity stage, they are at the top of the mountain and they have established their brand name in a market, so they have to spend less budget. Patanjali, which is a new company which is still at the growth stage and we want to increase their sales and profit and their market share is less, so Patanjali is setting high budget for the advertisement budget so they can increase their customer base and market share. So in nutshell we can say those company who is having high market share will spend less advertising budget like Colgate, and companies which are having less market share and who wants to maximize their market share, they will spend high budget for advertisement budget, say for example Patanjali. The third factor, that is the intensity of competition. In an industry where there are large number of competitors prevail, a marketer needs to spend large amount on advertising to stand the competition. In a market where high competition prevails, the customer recall about the various brand available in the market becomes less and distributed, so continuous advertising will help the consumer remember the product while making the purchase. Most of these are better known as a reminder ads or reminder advertisement. Now the next important factor of deciding advertising budget, that is intensity of competition. Now intensity simply means the level of competition. If marketer is facing less competition from the market, then they supposed to spend low budget for advertisement. Now let us take an example of a market where very less competitors are there. Say for example railway. So Indian Railway is enjoying monopoly position in a market. No competitor is there. So level or you can say intensity of competition is less. So advertising budget is also less. And if the intensity means the competition level is high, then they have to incur high budget for the advertisement. Say for example smartphone manufacturing companies like Vivo and Oppo. So there is a cutthroat competition in a market. Various companies are there who are ready to offer their smartphones at a cheap price at a and they are trying to give best features in their product. So there is a cutthroat competition. Many companies are there like Vivo, Oppo, MI, right, Realme, Nokia, Samsung, Apple. So many companies are there in a market. There is a high intensity of competition. In this case, as a marketer, you have to spend high budget for the advertisement. Why? Just because a normal consumer is watching hundreds of advertisements during a day and it becomes difficult for the consumer to remember all the advertisement, and in order to mark your presence in the minds of customer, marketer is doing advertisement very frequently, so the frequency of advertisement is more. Now frequency simply means the number of time the advertisement is publish on various media. Say for example, if Fair and Lovely company is there, so they are publishing their advertisement on television 15 times a day. 15 times a day, it means they are having very high intensity of advertisements, so they are known as a reminder ad. The only objective of all these advertisement is to remind the customer that still marketer is there in a market and they are offering their product. The fourth factor, that is advertising frequency. For a new product entering in the market, or a market with high intensity of competition, or when a product is in its peak season, in the case of seasonal product, the frequency of advertisement needs to be high. The higher the frequency of advertising, the higher will be the advertisement budget. Okay, simply frequency simply means the number of time the advertisement is shown on various media. That I give you example, that if Fair and Lovely company is advertising their product 50 times a day on television, so we can say that their frequency is high. Now if Fair and Lovely company is publishing their advertisement 50 times a day, so they have to pay 50 times more money to that particular channel. Say for example, Star Plus, right? So if Fair and Lovely company is publishing their advertisement 50 times during a day on Star Plus, so they have to pay more money for the advertisement that they have done. So if the frequency is higher, marketer needs to keep high marketing, or you can say advertising budget. If frequency of advertisement is less, so less advertising budget is needed. Last, product substitutability. A product surviving in a high competition, or you can say high competitive market, requires heavy advertising. Similarly, a product which has high substitution rate also requires heavy advertising. Substitute are all those products which are belong to a different product class that can satisfy the same need. Say for example, tea and coffee, petrol and diesel. So substitute product simply means a product which can be used in place of other product. So if one product is not available, so in that place you can use other. Say for example, in your house, if tea is not available, so instead of tea you can use coffee. So both are substitute of each other. Now substitute products are also considered as a competitors of each other. Say for example, if the price of tea falls, then the consumer who are preferring to purchase coffee, now they will shift towards tea. So here in this case, tea becomes the competitor for coffee. Why? Just because if competitor companies or product, or you can say the substitute product price is decreased, then the direct effect will come to your product. But now in advertisement, when your substitute company are advertising the product and the frequency rate is high, so as a marketer, it is your duty to increase the advertisement frequency of your product also. So these are the factors which is affecting advertising budget. So each and every marketer needs to study all these 5 factors before to decide the exact amount to be spent on advertising budget. Now the next point that we are going to discuss, that is methods to set advertising budget. Means method simply means how to decide the advertising budget amount. Means exactly how much money should be spent on advertising. If advertisement budget is set high, then it will eat up the profit, and if advertisement budget is set low, then it will not create full awareness in the minds of potential customers. So, advertisement budget should be decided precisely, and in order to decide precise advertisement budget, total 6 methods are that marketer can use. The method are: first, adaptive control method; second, objective and task method; third, percentage of sales method; fourth, affordability method; fifth, competitive parity method; and last, sixth, expert opinion method. Now we will discuss all these 6 methods one by one. The very first method to decide advertising budget, that is adaptive control method. This method is proposed by Professor John Little, and according to this method, marketer divides total market into small sections. These sections have to be more or less similar to each other. A certain amount of advertising budget is decided for each of these sections except two. Out of these two sections left out, in one, the marketer spends lesser than the budget decided, and in the other section that is left out, marketer spends the amount larger than the budget decided. Now, the first method, that is adaptive control method, which is introduced by Professor John Little. Here, in this method, a research, or you can say experiment, is being done on a market. That here, first of all, the total market is divided into two parts. In one part, marketer will spend high budget for advertisement, and in other part, marketer will spend less budget for advertisement. After that, advertisement campaign is executed, and then after, the results will be evaluated. Here marketer will evaluate that in the first section where marketer have spent high budget for advertisement, what is the result, means what is the sales amount, whether company have managed to earn more profit and more sales in that section where high budget is spent or not. And then after, they will study the second section where marketer have set less budget for advertisement. There also marketer will keep look that what is the amount of profit and sales made. Now let us understand this by one hypothetical example. Say for example, Colgate company have divided their market into three parts, and this part is known as the three states: Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra. In Madhya Pradesh, Colgate company have spent 1 crore rupee as a advertising budget. In Gujarat, Colgate company have spent 2 crore rupees as a advertising budget, and in Maharashtra, company have set 3 crore as a advertising budget. Now, after this, company will execute the marketing activities, means more advertisement in Maharashtra, less advertisement in Madhya Pradesh and moderate advertisement in Gujarat. After the execution of advertisement campaign, marketer will evaluate the performance. Means in the state of Madhya Pradesh where low budget is spent, what is the sales? In Gujarat, where moderate level of advertisement budget is spent, what is the sales and profit figures? and in Maharashtra, where high budget is spent, that is 3 crore rupees, what is the amount of profit and sales? If all these three states have similar profit, then marketer will come to know that amount of budget spent on all these three different states, right, is no needed. Means advertisement is not effective in the state of Maharashtra and Gujarat. Just because high and moderate budget is spent, then too expected result have not came. So in the future course of time, a company will set, right, a moderate, or you can say average budget in all the sections in the market. Means in Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra, in all these three states, company will set, right, average budget. Now after certain time, the marketer measures the sales response in each of the section that I've told you, and a comparison will be made between sales of each of these sections, will help the marketer to decide that what effect the advertising campaign has had on each sections. This will help the marketer compare the sales response received with the high, moderate, and low advertising budgets. This believes the marketer in a very good position to judge advertising budget in the future. So it is a one kind of experiment or research that marketer is doing. And if this experiment is proven right, then in future course of time they will implement this experiment in reality. Now other probability is also there, that in the state of Maharashtra company have spent high budget, so high sales is there. Gujarat moderate budget is spent, so moderate sales and profit is there. And in Madhya Pradesh low budget is spent, so low profit and sales is there. So we can come to know that in the state of Maharashtra, where company have set high budget, com- company have earned high profit. And in the state of Madhya Pradesh, where less budget is spent, less sales and profit is there. So marketer will come to know that if they are spending high amount on advertising budget, they are able to earn high profit. And if they are spending less budget on advertising, they will have less sales and profit. So two probabilities are there, that this experiment will prove right or it prove wrong. So according to the situation, marketer will take the decision about the future advertising budget. The second method, that is objective and task method. This is one of the most rational method of setting advertising budget. There are no marketing activity that are directionless, or you can say objectiveless, which means marketer always set certain advertising objective to be achieved and define their advertising task that will have to be performed to achieve those objectives. Now here marketer is setting objectives for their advertising department. Now, the objective of each and every company or marketing department is to achieve the higher sales and profit. So, accordingly, they will set the budget. Say, for example, if a company wants to get maximum market share in a less time period, means in a very less time they want to maximize the profit, so they will set high budget for the advertisement. And if a company is having an objective to increase the profit and sales, right, step by step, or you can say they want to achieve profit and sales not rapidly, but they want to achieve, right, one step after second, so they will set moderate or you can say low budget for advertisement? The answer of this question is also lies in the first point, in the product life cycle, that if your company is at the introduction stage, your objective is to create awareness in a market, you will set high budget. If your product is at the maturity stage, your product have established brand name in the market and you are earning, right, a good amount of profit, so in maturity stage you will spend less budget for advertisement, just because the situations in introduction and maturity stage have different and objectives of company are also different. The third method, that is percentage sales method. This is again very common budget used by marketers. As the name itself suggests, certain percentage of the sales is set aside as a advertising budget. There are two approaches to set the budget according to this method. First, setting the advertising budget as a percentage of the sales of the previous year. And second, setting the advertising budget as a percentage of sales predicted for the year to come, or you can say next year. So percentage sales method simply means here a company will decide a certain percentage of sales. Say for example, if a company have made a sales of 100 crore rupees and they decided that they are going to spend 10% of their sales as an advertising budget. So sales is of rupee 100 crores and 10% they are ready to spend for advertisement budget. So 10 crore rupees will be the advertisement budget. Now here two method is popular to decide. First method is setting the advertising budget as a sales of previous year. Say for example, in the previous year 2019 the sales of a company was 90 crores. So 10% of 90 crores means 9 crore will be the advertising budget for the year 2020, that is current year. The second method is that the percentage of sales of year to come means next year. Now this method is based on the assumption that in the year 2020-21 which is going to come, what amount of sales you are going to make. So here a concrete data is not there, just because here whatever budget you are going to set, it will based on the assumption. While the first method, where previous year sales is taken into consideration, so previous year sales data is there, that in the year 2019 you have made 90 crores of profit, so 10% of this means 9 crore profit. But here second method, you are deciding the advertising budget as a percentage of next year, that is of future year, which is, and we know future is uncertain, so it is somewhat complex and difficult to decide budget based on this second method. The first approach is somewhat risky, because all the event that happened in the previous year to attend a certain sale figure may not happen in the current year, and so getting a budget according to previous year sales figure is not totally reliable. So the limitation of the first method, that if you are setting the advertisement budget based on the previous year, then the previous year data is old data and the situation have changed. Right, the situation in the 2019 and the situation in the 2020 is completely different, just because in 2019 a very high demand was there, and in 2020, as we know, corona is there is a recession in a market, so very less demand is there. So previous year and current year the situation have changed. So if you are deciding your budget based on the previous year 2019, where there is a boom season, means very high demand was there, so this decision will prove wrong, just because in the current period the demand is not there, we are suffering from recession. The second method is also risky because it focuses on future, and as we know, the future is uncertain. So these are the two methods that we can decide the budget for advertising. The fourth method of advertising budget, that is affordability method. This is the method more used by marketers. Advertising is not considered among the most important functions of marketing. Here, the marketer allocate fund to all different activities that he want to carry out, and the remaining amount is located for advertising. The disadvantage with this method is that in the time of recession, there will be very little remainder fund for advertising, which will shrink the advertising budget and consequently may result into the lesser sales in the time to come. Here the name itself says affordability method. Here marketer do believe that the advertising budget should be decided according to the affordability of a company. Means if a company is having high sales, they will set high budget for the advertisement. If a company is having less sales, they will set less budget for the advertisement. So the amount of advertisement is depends upon the affordability of a company. If a company is multinational, means a company is running their business in many nations, many countries. The size of company is big, sales is more, profit is more, they will set high budget. But if a company belongs from small scale industry, SSI, the sales amount is less, profit is less, so they will set less budget. So according to the affordability, company will decide. Small company is having less sales, they will set less budget. MNCs are having high profit, they will set high budget for the advertisement. Now, during the recession time, or you can say during this coronavirus recession time, where a company is having limited sales and profit, so here a marketer is trying to keep the maximum sales and profit on the main activities of a business, that is production, then human resource, means they are uh, means the main activities of a business. Means here marketer in during this COVID-19 period where very less demand is there, very less profit is there, so company is focusing on their main functional areas. Main company is focusing on the production, human resource and finance. Very less amount of money is remain for the advertisement, or you can say for the marketing department. So during the recession period, very less amount is remain left for advertisement, so it becomes difficult task for a marketer to run advertisement activity during this time. The fifth method, that is competitive parity method. A lot of time companies tend to set advertising budget in the comparison with the competitors' advertising budgets. This method of budgeting is based on the assumption that if company follows this method, it is making use of collective knowledge of the entire industry and they are setting budget accordance with the other players in the industry. In this method, a marketer is trying to keep their advertising budget similar to their competitors or rival companies. And here, marketer is trying to use the collective knowledge of the entire industry. So, say for example, if Patanjali company is there, they have to decide the marketing or you can say advertising budget. So what they will do, they will follow their competitors, that what budget Colgate company is spending, what budget Pepsodent company is spending, what budget Bubble company is spending. So by considering the budget of their rival companies, they will decide the budget for their own company. So the benefit of this method is there. Here marketer need not to prepare well for deciding the advertising budget. They will simply just copy, or you can say they will just imitate the pattern of their rival company. So whatever budget their rival companies are setting, they will set the similar budget. But the limitation of this method, the first one, the objective and resources of the competitor may not be the same. Colgate company and Patanjali company, both companies are having different objective. Colgate company, who is at the maturity stage, who want to sustain their marketing position, while Patanjali company, who is at a growing stage, the objective is different, they want to maximize the profit. So the objective of both the companies are different, so advertising budget cannot be the same. Second, effectiveness of advertising for two companies may not be the same. Means advertising effective, say for example, Sensodyne and Colgate. So the effectiveness of Sensodyne advertisement is less, just because it is less creative. So effectiveness is less. That's why, right? They are also having a limitation of budget also, just because Sensodyne is very small company, they are not having huge sales, so they will not be able to spend higher amount for the advertising budget. So if Sensodyne company is going to imitate the budget of Colgate company, they will not get the success, just because the effectiveness of the advertisement of Sensodyne is not much as compared to Colgate. And the last method, that is expert opinion method. This method is not only used to set the budget, but universally it is used for planning various management and marketing activities. Here either one or few experts are brought together, then they are made to analyze the situation of company is in, and after analyzing the entire scenario, the experts will give their opinion about what the advertising budget should be. Now again, the name itself says here, a company is assigning the experts of a market who is having a long experience about the advertising field. These experts have given a duty and responsibility to decide the advertising budget of the company. So here the expert normally they are the people with the enough experience in the industry, and they are in the position to predict the future course. Now why we are saying the experts? Just because these experts people are having the experience of the advertising industry for a quite longer period of time, say for example 30 years. For 30 years they are in this industry, they are preparing the advertising budgets of various companies, they are closely monitor the effectiveness of the advertisement, means whether this advertisement works out or not, whether this advertisement will create sales and profit or not. So they are having quite good knowledge about the industry, and they are at the best position to predict the future, that what will be the future in future, how customer will behave, what will be the market scenario, etc. Now these experts will have to they have to get into contact with the employees of company to get the exact idea of position of the company, means what position company is occupying, whether company is at the introduction stage, growth stage, or maturity stage? What is the condition? What is the position? Objectives of the company means the vision and mission of the company, where the company wants to get reach after 5 and 10 years. Final condition of the company, financial condition of the company means financial soundness, whether company is able to spend higher budget or they are able to spend lesser budget for the advertisement. And available resources, apart from this, what resources are available that can be used for advertising. So all these things expert will study, they will monitor first, and after knowing all these things they will then decide how to analyze the market position of a company or its product. And after making a proper estimation of all this fact, the expert is all set, or you can say the expert will set ideal advertising budget for the company, which will help company to achieve goals. So in simple words, expert opinion here, expert first of all will monitor the entire situation of a company, that what are the resources, what is the objectives, right, what is the capacity of a company to spend budget. And after monitoring all these things, expert will give the advertising budget which is ideal for the company, which will make the company to satisfy their goals, or you can say to achieve the goals. So total 6 methods are there to decide the advertising budget. That's it for this lecture. Further we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.